Soon to be on video. Soon to be on video, the R-rated DC action movie, Birds of Prey. Now, some people might think this movie is somewhat misleadingly titled, and because you can be the judge if you see it for yourself. Harley Quinn, not the Birds of Prey, takes center stage after her supporting part in Suicide Squad, and she does a very good job. She's you can tell she has fun doing the role as the crazed ex-girlfriend of the Joker. They're going around wreaking havoc in Gotham City. So another problem is that people might think that people have thought that this movie is anti-man, but it's a good idea not to take the fun out of it. The Joy Luck Club got that accusation. That's a favorite drama movie of mine. And How to Make an American Quilt got that too. Some people said those movies made them feel bad about being men. But, some of us don't really think that way, just like the movie happened to us. So, it's just a movie, and it's a comic book movie at that, this particular movie. So Margot Robbie amuses and delights in her performance as Harley Quinn, with a kind of stereotypical cutesy kind of Betty Boop-ish New York accent. So the clown princess of crime, you could call her. It deals with what happened. It deals with her ill-fated dating relationship with the Joker. So you have to see for yourself whether he's in it or not. But this movie is fast-paced, a lot of fun. It is centered too much on developing the character of Harley Quinn to ideally be named Birds of Prey. And the Birds of Prey are pretty cool and all that. As little by little you kind of think, okay, so they're going to be the Birds of Prey. It's almost like if you name if you name Star Wars after Darth Vader, even though it's not named after any of the characters anyway. But everything's in reaction, in Star Wars is in reaction to the bad guys. So what we have here is a vulgar action comedy, with a lot of language and some violence. So we have Rosie Perez as a policewoman who is, of course, like a lot of Hollywood policewomen, always getting her hands slapped for not, for trying to be a vigilante and not following the realistic rules of police work, which in a lot of action movies are scarcely heard of. Maybe by the captain, but it's like a lot of action cop movies. If the cops follow the captain or the lieutenant or whoever their boss is, there wouldn't be. Well, there might be a different kind of movie if there were a movie at all. So also the cinematography is really good too. There is a bit involving Harley's love for breakfast sandwiches, particularly at a certain place in Gotham City. And the way they filmed it looked pretty yummy to me. I'm not sure if the eggs are cooked properly, but the close-ups and the slow motion and all that, it was like food worship. Foodies will love that part. And also, of course, some of the things she says. She'll say tragedy struck even if it's something non-violent, because to her it's a tragedy. And we also have Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I barely recognized, as Huntress. Now, if you want to see more, if you want to actually see an actual Birds of Prey type of thing, there's probably a cartoon out, but there is the short-lived one-season series that I think was on the WB, which I own the DVD box set, which is just one season. If you want to actually see actual Birds of Prey movie that's TV series that's actually called that for a reason. So anyway, what can I say? The action scenes are a lot of fun. You know, it's like you want to see how the characters get out of each situation. And, you know, the hero is actually one of the bad guys, and that's, of course, Harley Quinn. And everybody else is supporting the villain is very nasty. He's played by Ewan McGregor. I also didn't really recognize him. I kept thinking he looks familiar. So, but the movie is very quirky, even quirky to look at sometimes. Although Gotham City just looks like typical New York or any typical metropolis. They don't try to be like Tim Burton's movies or anything like that, or even the Dark Knight movies. I would say if you could just leave any male insecurity at the door. I guess some people think that some of these female action movies go overboard in showing that the females can kick butt too and shoot people and beat them up and all that. So all I can say is, in a nutshell, that I think Birds of Prey isn't the best title, but Harley Quinn is really an unpretentious DC popcorn movie. And I guess it kind of tries to be like a DC Deadpool just a little bit. You know, it's funny, it's vulgar. Not nearly as violent as Deadpool, though. So I would say, you know, check it out when it comes out on video, or if you have a bargain theater, because not that many people are going to be there anyway due to the coronavirus. Just be safe out there. And, this was also the last movie I've seen at the show, which was like just over 2 weeks ago, sadly enough. So anyway, just be safe out there and just judge movies that you see for yourself. This is George saying it's a wrap.